Very exciting event.
Yes, as our first round gets underway after a slight technical pause. Again, for our viewing audience, we are in the women's 48 kilogram category. Our first event from Indonesia, Rosalina Semanjuntak. And in blue, we have Hannah from Algeria. For our viewers who are new to the World Cup format, this is a competition that represents the elite of our sport. The first, second, and third place competitors who were champions in our recent event in Kazan in the World Championships are here to compete for the title of the best among the best. As we can expect, both fighters trying to feel each other out on the lei tai. Our platform judge giving a gesture for a pointed attack. Each fighter exchanging kicks and punches. Nice
left jab from the blue side.
Yes, Hannah from Algeria. And our fighter from Indonesia takes down Hannah.
Yes, blue side down first, red side wins 2 points.
Blue side down again.
Blue side down first.
And there we have our first round of our inaugural session of the 9th Sanda World Cup.
And the red side wins the first round.
Winner round 1, red side. Time's up.
Rosalina from Indonesia was our 5th place finisher at the 14th World Wushu Championships. And as we would have expected, our fighter Hannah from Algeria comes out firing and has Rosalina down to earn the first points of the second round. Flurry of punches coming. And Rosalina has earned 1 point by taking Hannah down. Nice push kick, followed up with a roundhouse kick, and there's a takedown by Hannah.
Red side down first.
And Hannah returned better for the second round. More active.
There's a beautiful takedown, but it looked like Hannah touched down first.
Blue side down first.
Nice side kick.
Side kick worth 2 points to the torso. And as we enter the last 40 seconds of this second round, Hana attempting to make up the difference and come back in this best of. Oh, it's a beautiful side kick by Rosalina.
2 points more for the red side.
And there's a takedown with both fighters off the platform.
Both sides off the platform.
So in this case, no points awarded.
No points awarded. For our new viewers to our Sanda audience, there's a beautiful left hand cross.
Less than seconds.
Here's a caution by our platform referee for Rosalina to let her know that she's doing some holding. As we count down our last 3 seconds of the round, we'll see if Rosalina's been able to hold on.
And round 2.
And it looks like she has on all 5 judges' scorecards. And there's that takedown
Winner round 2, red side.
and another takedown. So the winner of our first round is Rosalina. Second round. Winner of our first match, second round, Rosalina Simanjuntak from Indonesia. A very competitive round from fight for Hana, so she will take away great experience from this fight. As we said, the Sanda World Cup brings together the top 3 finishers at our World Championships, so we can expect very competitive matches. Our next match in the 48 women's kilogram category is Shiming Dai from China fighting Divine Wali from the Philippines.
Platform referee Novita, Indonesia.
Our platform judge is Novita, experienced platform judge from Indonesia.
And I think they were finalists in the last World Championship, isn't it?
You're probably right. Shiming Dai actually was the first place winner at the 14th World Wushu Championships. He has an incredible record of first place finishes at the National Sanda competition since 2015. Fast scoring techniques from both women. Again, for our viewing audience, in blue, we have Shiming Dai from China. In blue, we have Shiming Dai from China. Red, I'm sorry, Shiming Dai from China and Divine Wali in blue.
And both athletes have very fast kicks.
Usually in our lighter weight divisions, we see incredible speed from our athletes, and we see both of our fighters scoring with kicks to the torso. Again, roundhouse kicks. Fast exchanges from both, as you've mentioned, Marcus. Experience with fighting each other through these championships in previous competitions. Divine Wali showing us her flexibility and taking down Shiming Dai. Shiming Dai ahead on all judges' scorecards at this point in our first round with another 49 seconds to go. And there's an off platform, but Shiming Dai brings Divine Wali with her, so there's no score. Shiming Dai showing us great footwork in navigating the lei tai.
And always keeping a good distance and safe distance from Divine.
Beautiful roundhouse kick from Divine Wally, but at this point, Divine Wally has to make up the difference in the points to come back, but there's another beautiful roundhouse kick. And that's the end of our first round in the women's 48 kilogram category with Shiming Dai in red and Divine Wally.
Very, very tight round.
With Shiming Dai of China ahead, but as you mentioned, a very close round.
Yes.
The difference of, in some cases, one kick or punch. This is what we'd expect from the level of competition that we have at the Sanda World Cup. Again, for our new viewers, the World Cup format includes champions from our previous competitions, namely our 2017 World Championships in Kazan, Russia. It will showcase our first, second, and third place winners.
It seems that the Chinese coach asking her to explore the kicks in the chest and the punches after the kicks.
Let's see if she's able to execute.
Yes.
Marcus. We enter our second round. First round went to Shiming Dai in red from China. Fighting Divine Wally of the Philippines in blue. Both fighters off the platform. You see the experience of the fighters knowing that if they're going off the platform to pull their competitor off with them and there's no score.
She brings the opponent together, yeah.
It's a nice route, right hand followed up with kicks.
Yeah, nice exchange.
And there's a beautiful throw. It doesn't score as the platform referee had already called break, but Divine Wally showing a great over-the-shoulder throw. Shiming Dai showing her ability to outmaneuver and press Divine Wally's weight down to neutralize that throw. You will see the platform referee show a gesture of a pointed attack if there's been a break for too long between the fighters. Just under 1 minute left in this second round. Women's 48 kilogram fight in red from China, Shiming Dai fighting Divine Wally from the Philippines in our 9th Sanda World Cup Championships. Divine Wally showing roundhouse kicks, and there's a caution to Shiming Dai for holding, but those roundhouse kicks, while they're executed in a hold, don't count for points.
Yes, it's very important to say that when clinching, the athlete can attack, can hit the opponent, but no score.
Both women showing great ability to follow, initiate technique and follow with both kicks and punches, and also to neutralize each other's throws.
Last 10 seconds of the second round. Nice punch.
And we end the second round.
And round 2.
Let's wait the second round.
Again, another close round.
Yes.
But our winner, Shiming Dai from China, in the women's 42nd bout, women's 48 kilogram category over Divine Wally from the Philippines. What an exciting and competitive match for these two champions.
Winner is bout. red side.
Next fight will be women's 52 kilograms category.
场上裁判亚人
Alahaya Mansouri and Samarouni from Iran fighting from Brazil.
Yes.
Marcus.
From
Ednea
Kazakhstan.
Camargo
后
from
方
Brazil.
是来自
Blue
伊
side.
朗选手，蓝方队员是来自巴西的选手。
Alahaya
Red side.
Samarumi actually is a holder of 2 gold medals
From
in
Iran.
women's Sanda.
Blue side.
So Samarumi in the women's 52 kilogram in red, fighting Camargo.
Round one.
Yes, and Ednea Camargo is the only one representative from Pan America in this event.
Our platform referee, Alexander from Kazakhstan. And we are in our 3rd bout, our 52 kilogram women's bout, and we see the great reach of Samarumi. She uses this to her advantage in all of her fights. We see the reach with her legs and with her
Yes.
punches. Controlling the center of the lei tai.
Nice kick to the head, front kick to the head, following by the takedown.
蓝方倒地，
Blue side.
In
Down.
this action, the Iran fighter
红方得2
got
分。
4 points.
Samarumi, an experienced fighter, you see, while Camargo was able to score with the punch, Samarumi also scored with a roundhouse kick to the torso.
Nice takedown.
Beautiful takedown for 2 points. We see the experience of Samarumi in this fight and a great opportunity.
Another nice front kick to the head.
Yes.
Blue side down first, red side
蓝方
scores
倒
1
地
point.
最先。
Blue side. Down first.
And for our viewers at home, in Sanda, we have a regulation that when there is a 12-point or more discrepancy among all 5 of the judges, for the safety of the fighters and because the levels are so different, the fight is called in our...
We call this absolute victory.
That's right, absolute victory, but it's an absolute victory here based on the point discrepancy. Not surprising with Samarumi being a quite experienced competitor and champion. So our 3rd round, in the women's 58, 3rd fight, the women's 58 category goes to Iran. Alahaya Mansouri Samarumi, an absolute victory.
12分优势胜利，就是说，如果在一局比赛中至少
Over a fighter from Brazil who will take away great experience fighting such an elite level champion here and be able to look back and see how she was able to accrue so many points in a short amount of time in the 1st round. Each of our rounds is 2 minutes with a 1-minute break between.
来自越南。
Our platform referee from Brazil calling up our fighters in the women's 56 category from the Ukraine, Olena Ryabolkin, and from in red, and from China in blue, Hui Min Lin.
红方是来自乌克兰的选手，蓝方是来自中国的选手林慧玲。
Red side. Olena Ryabolkin from Ukraine. Blue side. Lin Huiling from China.
And our fight is underway in the women's 56 kilogram category.
Round one.
of the 9th Sanda World Cup Championships here in Linnan of Hangzhou, and there's a beautiful takedown.
红方倒在先
Red side down first.
蓝方倒地
Blue side down.
Ryaboken scores 2 points for taking Lin down in that last exchange. And there's Lin earning those 2 points right back with a takedown of her own. Again, as you mentioned, Marcus, we see really fast technique from both women.
Yes, and Hui-Min Lin is a very aggressive fighter.
Another takedown for 1 point by Hui-Min Lin. We see that aggression that you just talked about, Marcus. As soon as Olena comes in with the technique, there's a response. Beautiful side kick sliding in from Hui-Min Lin. And there's
Nice takedown.
Ryaboken with a takedown of her own for 1 point.
蓝方倒地在先
Blue side down first.
Hui-Min Lin comfortably ahead on all 5 judges' scorecards. So Ryaboken having to make up some ground here as we enter the last 30 seconds of our fight. Ryaboken able to neutralize that attempt at throwing. Ryaboken scoring some kicks with the roundhouse, but what we see in terms of Hui-Min Lin being ahead is combinations that are earning her points, while Ryaboken's relying very heavily on a roundhouse kick, which earns her 2 points. But in this instance, Hui-Min Lin, winner of the round,
第一局比赛
comfortably.
蓝方胜
Winner round 1.
All
Blue
the 5
side.
sideline judges gave blue side
刚
the
才我们
victory
介
for
绍
this
参加
first
比赛
round.
的得分部位有头部、躯干、大腿。在比赛
Again,
中
we're in our
每
women's
个运动员
56
使用
kilogram
不同的
category.
像今天
Olena Ryaboken from the Ukraine is fighting Hui-Min Lin from China. Hui-Min Lin in blue has just won our first round
用腿法
of this
击中对方大腿得1分。如果在比赛中是用拳法击中对方的头部
best of 3 format here at the 9th Sanda World Cup. We are in our first morning of fights.
休息时间到
This is our fourth match, and we have had some exciting
下面
fighting
是双方第二轮
already.
比赛。
Athletes, please mount platform.
Our second round of this 4th bout, we will see if Ryaboken's able to change her strategy and come back in the second round.
Round 2.
And there's a
Nice
takedown,
takedown, yes.
a very aggressive takedown by Hui-Min Lin to earn 2 points. Ryaboken is slightly taller there than Hui-Min, so Hui-Min having to reach up at times. But it hasn't deterred her aggressiveness, as you've mentioned. As you can see, she almost waits for Elena to come in, and there's another takedown.
1 point more.
红方倒在先。
Red side down first.
Two points more.
后方倒地，蓝方得2分。
Beautiful side kick from Hui-Min Lin to add 2 more points.
It seems that Ryaboken's a little bit tired in this second round.
Well, it's been It's been challenging. There have been a lot of takedowns and takedowns.
She spent too much energy in clinching defense.
And although she is the taller fighter, as you mentioned, Huimin Lin from China has been very aggressive. So she's taken quite a few kicks to the torso. Huimin Lin conserving energy, but she looks like she could go a few more rounds as she picks and chooses her spots. Very fast side kick that she can shoot out.
She controls very well the distance.
And that has been a go-to for her. She has been able to unbalance Ryaboken. When Ryaboken looks back, she'll have an opportunity to see one of the areas that Huimin was very successful in this fight, and that was in her takedowns.
20 seconds to finish the second round. Another nice takedown.
And it looks like we may be at that 12-point discrepancy for the second round.
Yes.
And yes, the fight goes to Huimin Lin of China, winner of our women's 56-kilogram bout against Elena Ryaboken in red.
Yes, another absolute victory.
Again, for our audience, when there's a 12-point or more difference between the fighters' scores, the head judge will call the round, and in this case, the fight.
This is for safety reasons.
Yes.
Absolute victory.
We see this regulation also at our World Championships. Sometimes we have fighters, Marcus, who it's their first time in international competition, and they're fighting a very experienced champion.
Yes, you're right.
And it's important that they have an opportunity to stay as safe as possible and come back in a very competitive sport. Our fifth bout of the women's 56 kilogram includes our fighter from Tunisia, Amira Salhi, in red, fighting Thi Thuy Nguyen from Vietnam. Our fighter in Vietnam is in blue.
Yes, Tunisia in red and Vietnam in blue.
Nguyen is the third place winner at the 14th World Wushu Championships that were just held in Kazakhstan.
From Tunisia. Blue side, Yuan Thi from Vietnam.
She just moved up from junior. In 2016, she was the second place winner in the junior category. So she's just moved in, and there's a beautiful takedown.
Red side down first.
By Nguyen, and beautiful flurry of punches by Nguyen. Another takedown of Salhi in red from Tunisia.
And Salhi is very skillful with her hands. Very powerful punches. Oh.
We can hear those punches over here in our broadcasting area.
Nice exchange. The athletes still studying each other
and receiving gesture for an appointed attack because they had not exchanged any techniques from our platform referee. Nice right hand and a very strong push kick from Nguyen. Salhi is our fifth place champion from our recent World Wushu Championships, and she also placed fifth in 2015 at the World Wushu Championships. So she has been competitive at our World Wushu Championships, earning her an opportunity here at the Sanda World Cup. A different pace than what we've seen in our previous fights, but excellent exchange of punches that Salhi is showing us in the round.
Yes, another good front kick at the end. And blue side wins the first round. Vietnam wins the first round.
Very convincingly winning the first round, and there's a beautiful takedown by Nguyen. On our replay, we're always grateful
Nice punch.
for our excellent video coverage from the team, able to show us highlights in the replay. Our first round goes to Thi Thuy Nguyen of Vietnam in our women's 56th bout of our women's 56 kilogram round. She's fighting Amira Salhi of Tunisia. We are here in Linan,
Athletes, please mount platform.
outside of the city, Linan district, outside of the city of Hangzhou, for our 9th Sanda World Cup, sponsored by Wu Bo.
Second round.
第二题比赛开始。
Round 2.
We see a pattern where Lee leads with her kick. She has very strong kicks to the torso. Salhi, recognizing that she has fast hand speed. However, Lee is able to keep her outside of a striking distance with great control of the fighting space. Always poised to attack. Beautiful right cross from Nguyen. And Salhi will have to really put together some techniques as we move into our last 50 seconds of the second round.
Yeah, she needs to score.
Right. Here's a case where Salhi's fighting strategy of waiting doesn't allow her to earn more points with Nguyen, who has very fast exchange. That's why she's so cautious. She recognizes when she gets inside of the fighting distance, Nguyen is scoring. But
Yeah.
Nguyen is ahead in the round.
And she kicks very fast and keep distance afterwards.
We're in our last few seconds of this second round of the bout between Salhi in red from Tunisia and Nguyen in blue from Vietnam, and that'll end our second round of our women's 56 kilogram bout.
And once again, all the 5 judges
第二局比赛，蓝方
gave
胜。
the victory for the blue side, Vietnam.
Of convincing win for Nguyen.
Athletes, please mount platform. Red side, please.
And a great effort by Amira Salhi of Tunisia. And there's our winner from Vietnam, Thi Thuy Nguyen
第6
of
第
Vietnam.
二场开决赛，蓝方来自越南的选手2比0获胜。
Our platform judge reminding our fighters of protocol. It's very important in Sanda. You will see the competitors salute each other as well as the platform referee. And we have our next fight coming in right away. We're shifting to our women's 60 kilogram category. And from Taipei, Yiju Lin in red, fighting from China, Ying Tsai
Platform referee
in
Novita
blue.
from Indonesia. Athletes please mount platform.
请双方队员上场。红方是来自中华台北的选手，蓝方是来自中国的选手蔡莹莹。
Red side. Lin Yiru from Chinese Taipei.
First round.
Blue side. Cai Ying from China.
第一局比赛开始。
Round 1.
Ying Tsai in blue from China, fighting Yijun Lin in red from Taipei. Nice right hand from Lin and a takedown
后方，红
by
方
Tsai.
好在先。
Red side down
Point.
first.
Red side down first, blue side scores 1 point.
我昨天引导那个逆水法，看我这偏的情况啊。能不打发就不放了，行吗？打发就放了。
后方，
Red
Lin-
side down, blue side wins 2
打
points.
发就路推了就啊。
And an
Another-
over the shoulder
yeah.
throw
Beautiful takedown.
by Tsai of China. Resounding roundhouse kick to the torso by Tsai of China.
And this is very important, clear technique. And all this 5 sideline judges have to score 2 points.
And it looks like Tsai is ahead on the judges' scorecard as we enter our last 20 seconds of the round. Again, no scoring on the techniques while the fighters are clinching or holding.
Last 10 seconds.
Both fighters showing great balance when their kicks are grabbed. They're able to hold on and continue the fight. And that's the end of our first round of this 6th bout of women's 60 kilogram between Yijun Lin of Taipei in red, but the winner of our round is Ying Tsai of blue in China. Yijun Lin was our 3rd place finisher at the 14th World Wushu Championships in Kazan, and also 2nd place winner at the University Games this
休
summer.
息时间到。
Time's up. Athletes please mount platform.
The Summer Universiade Games in Taipei in 2017.
第二局比赛开始。
Round 2.
She's fighting our 1st place finisher in the women's 60 kilogram category. Ying Tsai, our champion at our recent World Championships, and has been a champion at the Sanda Asian Games Championships as well. So Yi Junlin fighting our first place winner in the recent World Championships, who is displaying excellent technique and ahead here in this second round. She's already won the first round. There's an appointed attack and a takedown.
Yes, 2 points for the blue side.
As we pointed out, Marcus, sometimes the takedowns take quite a bit. Our fighter from Taipei, Yi Junlin, moving a little bit slower as we enter our last 20 seconds of a second round match. The Sanda fight can be very taxing on your energy level, even in a 2-minute round. When you're on the lei tai under the lights, it can be very draining, especially when we've had the takedowns and we see another takedown.
Yes, nice takedown.
Correction to the call. Blue side down first. So the point goes to Yi Junlin as we count down the last seconds of our second round.
And round 2.
And our winner of the second round, Yi Ying-Tsai from China, over Yi Junlin of Taipei to win our women's 60-kilogram bout, our 6th bout of these 9th Sanda World Cup Championships. Again, we are in our first session of morning fights here at the 9th Sanda World Cup. In Linan district of Hangzhou, here in China. We're excited to share with our viewing audience these Sanda World Cup Championships that include our champions from the recent World Games, the Sanda World Cup, showcasing talent from the first, second, and third place rounds. We have a little bit
This is the 7th fight, women's 60 category.
Blue side.
Right. Red side from Ukraine.
From Tunisia.
Right. Lona Okovi. And blue side from Tunisia, Marian Chaboni.
We had a little bit of a problem with our screen, but we've caught up. Marian Chaboni from Tunisia, our 5th place winner at the World Wushu Games in 2017. Both women exchanging kicks to the torso. For our viewing audience that are new to Sanda rules, kicks to the torso clean kicks to the torso earn you 2 points. A kick to the thigh is worth 1 point. Punches are worth 1 point. And takedowns where our fighter is still standing will earn them 2 points, where the takedown where they land on top is worth 1 point.
And techniques must be well connected and clear.
Absolutely. Our viewing audience who are new to Sanda will notice that the fighters are fighting on a lei tai, so you do earn points if you cleanly take your opponent off of the lei tai. And actually, if you take them off of the lei tai cleanly twice in one round, you win that round. But don't worry, we will help you with these rules of Sanda as we move through our championships. And that's the end of our first round. And the winner of our first round
Blue side, yes, blue side wins.
from Tunisia, Miriam Kubani. From Tunisia, over Ilyana Okovic from the Ukraine.
每局的比赛时间为2分钟，区间休息1分钟。利用1分钟休息，教练员可以为运动员进行战术的指导和身
Okovic
体的放松。
was our third place champion at the 14th World Wushu Championships in Kazan.
比赛资格，所有成绩无效。休息时间到。
So our
Time's up. Athletes, please mount platform.
We are about to begin the second round.
第二局比赛开始。
Round 2.
Our fighter in blue from Tunisia, winner of the first round of this women's 60-kilogram bout. Our first morning session of the 9th Sanda World Cup Championships in Linan, district of Hangzhou. Here's another case where Okovic has a slight height advantage. And Miriam of Tunisia, willing to give her the center of the lei tai and score from the outside. Covering the distance. Beautiful exchange of punches from Okovic. Each fighter trying to find their range for some scoring techniques, and the platform judge gesturing for a pointed attack.
And Chaboni is trying to keep distance. And she has a fast kick to the torso.
In this case, Chaboni knows that she's up one round, and Okovic has to bring the fight to her as we enter the last few seconds.
It seems that Chaboni saved some energy for the next fight.
And do round 2.
And a very low scoring round, but enough for Chaboni to win the second round and the bout.
Blue side.
Miriam Chaboni of Tunisia, the winner of this women's 60-kilogram bout over Ilyana Okovic of Ukraine.
女子6公斤级第二场半决赛，蓝方来自突尼斯的选手2比0获胜。
The winner of this bout, blue side.
Our next fight will actually feature the sister of our previous fighter, Sharabano Mansourian Samaroni from Iran, a 4-time gold medal champion from Iran, fighting in the 65 women's kilogram category. Lazazi?
Yes, very strong
Atik
fighter.
Louisa. Yes.
Louisa
Louisa from Algeria was the 3rd place champion in our women's 65 kilogram category at the recent championships in Kazan, fighting a very experienced fighter, as you mentioned, Sharabano Mansourian Samaroni, 4-time gold medal champion.
And once again, this is a women's 65 kilogram category.
Round 1.
And Samarumi right out the gate with a takedown.
Red side down first.
And showing us her Suijiao skills, and another takedown. A lift and a takedown.
Red side down first.
Showing us just how strong she is. Willing to go in for another takedown, but not successful yet.
And she has long arms and legs. Very fast.
She just showed us that reach with her legs, Marcus. But obviously, once she's in, preferring to go for a takedown. That's her 3rd takedown in the first 30 seconds of this bout. We have a medical timeout. It looks like the platform referee has noticed some bleeding on Louisa from Algeria, and we have medical staff on hand. They will assess to determine whether it's an injury and she can continue.
Yeah, they have to check it out and stop bleeding.
And we continue our first round, women's 65 kilogram category of Laazi Atik Louisa from Algeria.
Yes, another very strong front
beautiful
kick and beautiful punch. Yes.
Right hand and another takedown by Sharabano Mansourian Samarumi from Iran. And it looks like our fighter, Louisa, is getting up very slowly. And there's a takedown. Louisa was able to catch the kick and take Samarumi down.
Nice punch.
Beautiful.
One
And
more
another
takedown.
No technique as the fighter moves off the platform.
No tournament.
Another very strong punch.
And a takedown.
2 points more.
Red side down.
And we see Louisa getting up slowly. These takedowns have taken a lot out of her.
Sanda World, very aggressive fighter.
Using her kicks to her advantage and stepping in for another takedown.
Last 30 seconds.
And there's another takedown. And it looks like we are at that point discrepancy for an absolute victory in the first round. Possibly.
Yes, yes. This is the 3rd time in this first session. We have an absolute victory.
We were able to see a relentless flurry of techniques coming from Samarumi.
Yes.
I thought we were getting very close to that 12-point discrepancy. And it's the level of fighting that we would expect from a 4-time gold medalist.
The winner of this bout, blue side.
Louisa was fighting a very, very strong champion here in this women's 65 kilogram, and now we will change to women's 75 kilogram with another fighter from Iran, Farinaz Nazari from Iran. It's her first time fighting at the Sanda World Cup. Evgenia Stepanova of Russia. Stepanova of Russia was our silver medalist at the European Wushu Championships.
接下来，场场将要进行的是女子75公斤级比赛。
She has had an exciting career at the European World Championships, Wushu Championships, earning a first place in 2016, and at the 14th World Wushu Championships in Kazan, she was actually the silver medalist in the women's 65 category.
场上裁判武文长，来自越南。
Platform referee Wu Wang Peng from Vietnam.
红方选手是来自伊朗，蓝方选手来自俄罗斯。
Red side Farinaz Nazari from Iran. Blue side Evgenia Stepanova from Russia.
So Farinaz from Iran in her first big bout,
蓝方倒地。
and she earns an immediate takedown over Stepanova from Russia.
倒地无效。
However, her glove came off in the process, so there is no score for that technique. And this is something that we should explain to our viewing audience, Marcus. We actually have a policy rule that in Sanda, in this case, the glove came off, and Naziri may actually receive a penalty.
Yes, a warning.
She may actually receive an admonition, which is worth 1 point here, but she did not earn the score for the off-platform technique.
Yes,
and there
yes,
is
you are
the
completely
红
right.
方选手
penalty.
技术犯规被劝告一次。
Red side
And
walk at the
she has,
蓝方下
but
盘。
she did earn the takedown, the off-platform there, and there's another takedown.
And Naziri from Iran is very strong fighter.
And we want to remind our viewing audience, this is her first time at the World Cup level, and she didn't fight at the World Championships. So we see a strong fighter who's actually choosing to keep her opponent on the lei tai, despite the fact that she had her opponent really close
And on
to
this
the
fight,
edge.
yes, on this fight we have two great powers of Sanda, Russia and Iran.
Absolutely. And you see her push her off the platform, and as we mentioned earlier, there she is, the winner of that round.
第一局比赛，红
So the
方
first round goes to
Red side.
Farinaz
观众朋友们，根据
Naziri
武术三大的
of
竞赛规
Iran.
则，由于
She was able to take her opponent, Stepanova of Russia, off of the lei tai
第一
twice,
局比赛，红方
earning that
获胜
first round. There's a beautiful takedown.
In the very beginning of the round.
Within the
During
first
this round, blue
5
side
seconds.
falls off the platform twice. Red side will be declared the winner of this round.
Here we have fighters, also two different builds. One longer, taller fighter with a reach. We have another shorter fighter with a stockier build there. And both fighters needing to use their strengths. Here in this first round, we saw Naziri able to demonstrate that she has good throwing technique. And we'll see if Stepanova's able to counter in this next round of the women's 75 kilogram bout. Nice punches there from Naziri. Clearly, Naziri, the aggressor in this round, taking the fight to Stepanova. And there's another takedown.
And she has good combinations with low kick and punch, following by the throwing techniques.
Blue side,
Stepanova not quite able to figure out how to get in to a good scoring range and pattern with Naziri. Naziri close to the edge, but able to reverse and stay on. There's a roundhouse kick showing that reach. That longer reach and height advantage Naziri showing.
Last 50 seconds.
Naziri ahead with all 5 judges. And there's a takedown and off the platform.
blue side of platform.
Oh, off the platform, but no score again because the glove came off.
This is also the new rules.
So Naziri will also receive a penalty, a 1-point penalty for her glove coming off. She did not earn the off platform, although Stepanova went off the platform. But as you've mentioned, Marcus, this is part of the new rules. And our fight will continue with the last 35 seconds here in the second round of our women's 75-kilogram bout in our first session of the 9th Sanda World Cup in Linan of Hangzhou, China. Naziri showing us her reach and another takedown. That takedown won't count as both. Oh, no, actually it does. Lan Fang went off of the went down first, so the off platform doesn't count. But Lan Fang, a blue fighter, the beautiful side kick from Naziri.
Yeah, with this technique, she scores 4 points. 2 points for the kick and 2 points more for the falling down, for the throw.
And round 2.
That's an important distinction
Yes.
for our viewers to know, Marcus. She earned 2 points for the kick, and the fact that the opponent went down earned 2 more points, and she is the winner.
This is also part of the new rules.
Athletes, please mount platform.
She is the winner, and we were very close again there to an absolute victory. But a clear winner in this 75-kilogram round, Farinaz Naziri of Iran, in her debut championships here at the 9th Sanda World Cup over Evgenia Stepanova of Russia.
观众朋友们，在比赛中，无论任何原因，
Now we will have
造成
another
跑
semi-final for
都将
women
被判决
75 kilograms. India in red
而如此
against
所造成
Egypt
的结
in
果
blue.
将被判无效。
Pooja from India, Pooja Kadian, was our first place winner in the women's 75-kilogram championships in Kazan.
Platform referee, Samson Paul from the Philippines.
And her opponent,
红方是来自
Hava
印度的选手，
Mohammed
蓝
from
方运动员
Egypt
是来自埃及的选手。
is in blue.
Red side, Pooja Kadian from India. Blue side, Heba Abdelkader Saleh from Egypt.
Heba Salhi was a third place bronze medalist at the 14th World Championships in Kazan. And there's a quick takedown by Mohammed of Egypt over Pooja Kadian in red. from India. Beautiful roundhouse kick technique by Mohammed from Egypt. Pooja can see right away that she has a very competitive opponent. Both women showing good movement on the lei tai.
Yeah, this is a very active round.
It's a push kick from Pooja. Punching in the clinch that won't score.
And both fighters are exploring the kicks to the torso.
And there's another takedown by Mohammed in blue. Pooja Kadian landing.
Red side down first.
Referee admonishing Kadian to listen as she's looking over to her corner, and the referee had initiated the bout to restart.
Nice kick.
Mohammed of Egypt scoring quite handily in this round.
Last 20 seconds to finish the first round.
With Mohammed of Egypt ahead in the round. Pooja Kadian trying to get some coaching from her corner, recognizing that her opponent has been scoring quite a bit in this round. And as we move into the last few seconds with another great roundhouse kick to the torso, and the winner of that round is Heba Mohammed from Egypt in blue.
The winner round one, blue side.
Great replays. And there's that left punch and combination from Heba Mohammed that enabled her to win. Heba that enabled her to win that first round. For our viewers that are joining us here in Hangzhou at our 9th Sanda World Cup, I am Anthony Sims, joined by Marcus Vinicius here in our broadcast area at this beautiful sports complex in Linan district of Hangzhou. We are in our second round, our first round going to our fighter Heba Mohammed of Egypt over Pooja Kadian in our women's 75 kilogram, our 10th bout of these championships. Marcos, Heba Mohammed was able to show us a great display of techniques to win that first round. We'll see if she uses the same strategy in this second round or if Pooja is able to come back.
Yeah, let's see.
And there's an off-platform. We see the elation from Mohammed. Heba knowing that earned her 2 points.
Yes, Pooja was trying to block her with the side kicks, but Heba Mohammed pushed her off the platform.
Well, Heba knows that she's fighting someone who is very successful at our World Championships, a champion there. In fact, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first gold medals from India, Pooja was able to win for them in the women's 75 kilogram category. We're in 1 minute, under 1 minute left in the first round, with our fighter from Egypt ahead again in this second round.
Once again, when the fighters are holding or clinching, they can hit, they can punch and kick, but no scoring.
When they hold too long, we will see our platform referee break the fighters and warn them against clinching. Pooja able to sneak in a roundhouse kick, hoping to earn 2 points, but we still see another beautiful side kick that puts her ahead on one judge's scorecard, but still a very close round, and there Mohamed's able to take her down.
Red
For 1 point.
Yeah, red side down first, blue side scores 1 point. Last 5 seconds.
And it looks like our fighter from Egypt, who was elated, was able to hang on and win this bout. She's very excited.
Yeah, once again, very tight scores.
Blue side, please.
女子75公斤级第二场半决赛，蓝方来自埃及的选手2-0获胜。
The winners of this
And a
bout,
very excited
blue
winner
side.
from Egypt, Heba Mohammed from Egypt over Pooja Kadian.
下面
of
一场
India
赛要进行的是男子56公斤级第一场半决赛。
That 10th bout will actually end our women's bouts for this first morning session, and we now move into our men's 56 kilogram category. In this bout, we will see from fighter Ong Jin-yoon from Korea fighting Kang Lee from China. The first thing that our viewers may notice is that in the Sanda World Cup, for our male fighters, you won't see the chest protection, you also won't see the headgear, which makes for a very exciting round here and possibly a trend in Sanda, but we can expect a fast flurry of techniques.
Once again, the fighters in red is the Korea, and the in blue, Chinese fighter. In this division, they are very fast.
Beautiful balance demonstrated by
Nice takedown.
takedown there.
Blue side scores
Red
2
side,
points.
down.
Kang Lee of China is actually our gold medalist from the recent World Championships in Kazan, Russia, as well as a first place champion at the National Wushu Games and a first place champion in the 11th World Wushu Championships.
And if I'm not wrong, they were the finalists in the last World Championships in Kazan. Oh, nice touch.
Beautiful technique, and it looks like he will receive a standing 8 count there. Really stunned with that technique and wobbled a little bit.
And you know, with this action, one punch and one fall down, and the first ball counting, the blue
红
side
方被
scores
强制夺
5
秒两
points.
次，蓝方得
This
2
is
分。
also part of the
Red
new
side, 8
rules.
seconds forceful counting.
Very strong punch.
A strong punch without any headgear,
Yeah.
and it looks like there's some bleeding on Yun from Korea, so our medical team checking that out. It actually looks like the bleeding is
Blue side,
higher in his scalp,
医护。蓝方
so they'll
蓝方
have to
需要医护
determine whether the fight will continue. And checking also the fighter Lee from China to make
比赛
sure
继续
our fight will continue
We still have 30 seconds
in this first round. An explosive and dynamic first men's bout of this morning championships.
Ooh,
Just evading a
very fast
furious roundhouse kick, and there is not only a grab for a takedown, but a left hand. Lee showing us just an amazing array of footwork, kicks, takedowns, and there's an off-platform.
2 points
下
more.
台，
Red side of the
蓝
platform.
方第一局比赛结束。
I'm sure
Enter round
our
1.
tech team will show us an
第
actually
一局
very
比
close.
赛，蓝
There's
方
a
胜。
The winner round 1. Blue side.
explosive takedown over the shoulder by Lee.
观众朋友们，散打比赛的场地
And there's
是
that
一个
right
高
hand
80
cross.
厘米、宽8米、长8米的擂台。
Very strong
在擂
cross.
台的上面铺有软垫和盖单。擂台的中央是直径1米2
And the
的
takedown
国际武术
off
联合会的会徽。擂台的四周黄色的为高30厘米、宽2米的保护软
An
垫。如果
incredible
运动员在比赛中身体的任何
first
部位
round
支撑了台下的
furious
保护软
fighting
垫，
from
或
our
者是
fighters
场
from
地，
Korea
将
and
被
from
判下
China.
台。
But you
对
saw a
方得2
huge
分。
point
如果
discrepancy
在一
there,
局比赛
Marcus,
中一
with
方2次下
Kang
台
Lee.，
那么
Yes,
本局比
this is
赛
the
对方
9th
获
Sanda
胜。
World Cup.
休息
Exactly.
时间到。
Very high
Time's
level Sanda competition.
And although we saw a very strong,
Please
very
mount
strong
platform.
effort from Yun, there was at least a 10-point difference between these competitors. So this is what we're in store for in the Sanda World Cup level of fighting.
Round
As we
2.
enter our second round of men's 56 kilogram bout. Kang Lee from China in blue and Eugene Yun in red from Korea. Kang Lee has won the first round. We're in the second round.
Nice punch.
Both fighters respecting each other's speed there. And there is Yun showing us his flexibility and balance. Both fighters off the platform. Yun showing incredible balance. Kang must have had his leg at least 3 seconds.
Valid.
Holding on. Strong right hand from Yun.
Last 50 seconds.
Again,
Good defense. Nice defense from the
amazing balance
Yunjin.
by. There's that right hand from Kang Lee again.
and very dangerous right hand from the Chinese fighter, Kang Lee.
Look at
Whoa.
that balance and off the platform, but
方下台。
Red side.
amazing
of platform.
balance and flexibility that Yun has shown throughout this fight.
Another very fast kick to the head, to the legs.
And
And Kung Lee able to stay ahead on all 5 judges' scorecards to win that second round of an incredible first men's bout here in our 9th Sanda World Cup Championships in Linan district of Hangzhou. Our first men's bout showing us the explosiveness of having elite champions here for a competition
男子56公斤级第一场半决赛，蓝方来自中国的选手李康2比0获胜。
The winner of this bout, blue side.
接下来场上
Next
将
fight
要
will
进
be
行的是
another
男子56
semi-final
公
for
斤级
men's
第二场
56
半决赛。
kilogram. Red side from Philippines, Francisco Solis. And blue side from Georgia, Menukar Chashilava.
Very good, Marcus. That's a tough name there.
Yes, yes, I'm trying my best here.
Kavashilava from Georgia is in blue in our men's 56 category, fighting Francisco Solis of the Philippines,
蓝方
who is
是
in
来自
red.
格鲁吉亚的选手。
Red side, Francisco Solis from the Philippines. Blue side, Manucha Kawashilawa
I'm
from
fairly
Georgia.
certain that, and yes, Manuchar from Georgia is our bronze medalist at the World
第一局比赛
Championships.
开始。
Round 1.
And Francisco Solis is our another third place winner in our championships in Kazan. So they both
And
share.
they are exchanging very strong kicks.
Exactly. Our fighter in red, Francisco Solis from the Philippines, takes down Manuchar from Georgia.
蓝方倒地。
Blue side down.
Another very exciting bout.
For our viewers who are joining us in the Sanda community and they notice that the fighters don't have headgear or chest protection on, that is a characteristic of the Sanda World Cup that brings together elite fighters, and they do not wear headgear or chest protection at this high-level competition. Our 9th Sanda World Cup, sponsored by Wubo and held here at the Sports Center in Linan District in Hangzhou.
Blue side down.
Blue side down, and Francisco earns 2 points, and he is ahead as we move into the last 39 seconds of this first round. Francisco Solis ahead on all 5 judges' scorecards. And there's a technique and a standing 8 count.
It seems that he will not be able
Actually,
to come back to the fight.
and it looks like he will not. The fight, actually, I saw the medical technician ask him if it was a kick to the groin. He has taken a 10 count of 10.
That side.
And at these championships, we will have reviews to determine
Medical treatment,
whether the
please.
technique was to a valid scoring area. But again, we are concerned now about our fighter from Georgia who is still receiving medical attention. And there's a flurry of those techniques from Francisco Solis.
蓝方运动员需要有医务处的检查，才可以确定。下面将要进行的是男子60公斤级第一场半决赛。
He is preferring to walk off rather than to move on to the stretcher.
They will check it out, the fighter.
Yes. At the championships, we have multiple video footage so that they can review,
60公斤级双方
and
队
the
员进
officials will
场。
make a determination
Athletes, please march in.
they will make a determination of the bout, but we will move on to our next fight. And our next fight in the men's 60 kilogram category is Abdul Haris Sofyan of Indonesia fighting Sunghyun Jo of Korea, who's in blue.
场上裁判亚历山大，来自哈萨克斯坦。
Platform referee Alexander Latsev from Kazakhstan. Athletes please mount platform.
红方是来自印度尼西亚的选手，蓝方是来自韩国的选手。
Red side Abdul Haris Sofia from Indonesia. Blue side Jo Sun Hyun from Korea.
举举，预备，开。
第一局比赛开始。
Round 1.
Sunghyun Jo is our second place champion, our silver medalist at the World Wushu Championships. And he's fighting our third place, our bronze medalist from the World Wushu Champions, Abdul Sofyan. Beautiful exchange of punches there by Jo in blue of Korea.
Yeah, strong punches.
Sofyan slightly ahead as we move into the last 50 seconds of this first round of the bout. There's the exchange, and Sofyan goes down.
蓝方倒地。
2 points.
The Korean
Jo
fighter.
goes down, 2 points to Sofyan. The thigh kick by our fighter in red from Indonesia. Clinching from both fighters. Sofyan of Indonesia still ahead on the scorecard with judges' markers, and a beautiful spinning side kick that takes Sunghyun Jo
Side
down.
down.
2 points for the kick and 2 points for the takedown, so 4 points in that technique. And there's another.
Very strong kick to the leg.
Another
蓝方倒
takedown
地。
Blue side down.
3 points more.
as we count down that first
第一局比赛结束。
First
End of
round.
one.
Yeah, first round, red side wins.
第一局比赛，
very decisive win
The winner
for
of round one.
Abdul
Red
Sofyan
side.
of Indonesia over Sunghyun Jo of Korea. Let's see our replays by our fantastic tech team. There was actually a thigh kick. There's a beautiful spinning side kick that Sofian earned those 4 points. Our first round in this men's
休息时间到。
Time's up.
60 category fight, our 13th bout of our morning session. The first round goes to Abdul Sofian from Indonesia over Soo-Hyung Jo of Korea, and we're now in our second round.
Round 2.
Beautiful exchange of punches. Jo stepped in. Both fighters showing us that they have fast hands. It's a strong thigh kick by
Yes,
Sofian.
Sofian's very aggressive and strong leg kicks.
You see his strong foundation. Jo was able to grab his leg, but he held on and still came back with his own kick. Really explosive spinning kick Sofian is showing us. Jo able to neutralize the throw. A very competitive first minute of our second round.
Once again, a very strong kick to the
Jo is
back,
really
yeah.
brutal with his thigh kicks, his strong thigh kicks. He uses his thigh kick like a jab.
Yes.
His right hand cross is also very effective, and there's an over-the-shoulder throw, earning 2 points there for
Blue
Sofian
side, down.
of Indonesia. And there is Jo with another beautiful takedown
红方倒地在先。
Red side, down first.
for 1 point.
So last 30 seconds to this second round.
Soo-Hyung Jo showing us a strong and fit opponent that's able to weather these punches and kicks that are coming from Sofian. Very strong techniques coming from his opponent. Nice right hand there from Jo as well. And that'll end the
第二
round
局比赛结束。
with
Andrew,
Sofian
round 2.
Jo, Sofian Abdul over Soo-Hyung Jo of Korea for that second round. Lower scoring second round, but a very competitive round and decisive still. There's that over-the-shoulder throw by Sofian. And there's Soo-Hyung Jo's beautiful takedown as well. So both men showing us great technique. And our winner of the men's 60 kilogram category, Abdul Haris Sofian from Indonesia over Soo-Hyung Jo of Korea.
Winner of this bout, red side.
And we are here, I am
下
here
面场
with
上将要进行男子60公斤级
my
第二
friend
场
Marcus
赛决
Vinicius
赛。
from Brazil at the 9th Sanda World Cup in Linan district of Hangzhou, China.
Yes, and now we are going to the last fight of this first session. Men's 60 kilogram category. From India, Surya Banu Singh against blue side from Russia, Ali Magomedov.
Platform referee, Wu Wang from Vietnam.
请双方队
Ali
员。红方
Magomedov
是来自印度的
is
选
our
手，
first
蓝
place
方是
champion
来自俄
from the
罗斯的选
14th
手。
World Wushu Championships.
side,
And I will check
Surya Bahanu
Marcus
Pratap
because
Singh
it is
from
possible
India.
that
Blue side,
his
Ali
opponent
Magomedov from
in that
Russia.
championship, well, no. Rajinder Singh is the bronze medalist, actually, at our World Wushu Championships. So we have our gold medalist fighting the bronze medalist. Our gold medalist in blue from Russia, and there's a takedown
蓝方倒地。
by
Blue
Singh
side down.
in red, and Magomedov takes down
Red side
Singh
down.
in red from India, and there's another takedown of Singh
红方倒地，
Red side
for 2
down.
points. Here again, we have our gold medalists at our recent World Championships fighting our bronze medalists.
One more takedown.
红方倒地，
Red side down.
So we know that both fighters are willing to show their throwing techniques. And it looks like Magomedov is off to a decisive first round lead, and he takes down
Red
Singh
side down.
early on. And there's a spinning back fist for another, and another side kick. You see Singh trying to make up some distance there. Magomedov very, very secure and strong.
And he's showing his abilities with hands, legs, and throwing.
That's right. Showing us why
He is
he's
the
a world champion. Singh having trouble reaching in. Our Russian fighters known for neutralizing and showing strong technique. Singh going down very low on the legs, not helping him. Another spinning back fist by Magomedov. And a beautiful right hand cross. To Singh's credit, he's staying toe-to-toe with the champion. His strategy for going down to his leg to try and reach him hasn't been effective.
20 seconds to finish the first round.
In some cases, it looks like there might even be a 10-point difference. Magomedov being ahead in this round, and another roundhouse kick gives him 2 points. Both fighters off the platform. There's no score in our last 4 seconds. Magomedov ahead here in this round over Singh, and there's a takedown.
红方
1
跑得
point
在
for
先，
Red
Magomedov.
side down first.
And Ali
第一
Magomedov
局比赛结束，
The end of
wins this
round
round
one.
on all 5 judges' scorecard, well
第一局比
ahead
赛
of
蓝
Ali
方
Singh.
胜。
The winner of round one, the blue side.
Our gold medalist winning the first round of our last bout of our morning session here at the 9th Sanda World Cup in Linan district of Hangzhou, China. Our last bout featuring in red, Surya Singh of India, fighting Ali Magomedov of Russia. Magomedov of Russia, our gold medalist at our recent World Championships in Kazan. Singh, our bronze medalist at those same World Championships. This is our 14th bout of our morning session here at the Sanda World Cup Championships in Linan district. And what an incredible way to open up our championships, Marcus. We have had 14 highly competitive bouts of our most elite Sanda champions showing us why they have reached. And Magomedov starting even before the judge officially started the round. We're in our second round. Magomedov winning the first round. And Ali going to the lei tai. 2 points for Magomedov. Looks like Ali may be willing to, and there he's down again.
红方倒地，
Red side down.
But it looks like Ali may have switched up his strategy a little more to rely on his his points, but Magomedov has Ali down 3 times again in the first 30 seconds of the bout. Ali showing us that these spinning techniques, both his spinning back fist from the earlier round and his spinning side kicks there, are well within his arsenal of techniques. Surya Singh continuing to press the round, knowing that he has to take the technique.
Yeah, he's trying to be more aggressive this round, but Magomedov is getting advantage on the throw-ins.
That's his 4th time down at least in this round. So he's earned points, and Magomedov again, both opponents off the lei tai. But to his credit, Surya Singh trying everything he can against the gold medalist from our World Championships in Kazan, knowing that it's an uphill battle, that he's going to have to take it to Ali Magomedov, who, as you mentioned, Marcos, is strong in throwing, strong in punching, and his kicking techniques.
As we say, he has a complete package.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. That's very unusual for the fighter to call a break. So he's going to receive a caution, but they were checking to make sure he had his mouth guard in. Nice punch there from Singh. Singh trying to press in these last 20 seconds, seeing if he can make up some of the difference. He's behind in this 2nd round. Mouth guard off. We will have